Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Sissy Joanne Stevens. Thank you for coming and welcome, 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 Maria Graham. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Cheryl Faulkner, all my sisters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How is everybody doing this afternoon? I always have something I want to show you guys. And let's see, where is it? I have all my stuff ready for the live, but I just want to show you some gardening goodies. Let me grab it right quick. Go, coming, coming, coming. So, I I have to confess that I didn't grow these, but I took a little nap this afternoon. My leg was hurting. I guess because of the storm, the barometric pressure dropped because of the hurricane that's out in the ocean up here in New England. But my leg was hurting. So I was up 3 o'clock this morning. And guess what? I think I have Nightbot under control. I turned off the all caps thingy thing and I turned off the emojis sensor. So I think that that will be okay. But when I woke up, I had a note on my phone, and look what was on my door, tied to my door. Look at all of these jalapenos. I'm trying to decide. I have enough to make, plus, I have about five or six from the other day from the garden. And I'm either going to make some cowgirl candy or some either cowgirl candy or just some pepper sauce. Thank you. Hello, Lorraine Thomas, my sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know there are a lot of big football games going on this afternoon. So the guys will probably come in with one eye open and one eye closed. Cheryl Faulkner, of course, you know Georgia is playing South Carolina. And even though I'm not a big fan of, those are not my schools that I support all sports, especially college sports, sports in general. I'm a big sports fan. You heard the other night that Coco Gauff won in tennis, the U.S. Open, and as soon as I got off, when Uncle Roscoe said that, I went and watched her very humble acceptance. Mike's Chaotic Gardening, how are you doing? I saw you out there today tasting those hydroponic tomatoes and the ones, the sister or look, the sibling, the Siamese tomato that was grown outside from the same plant. So, without further ado, we will go on to what we were going to talk about tonight. So, I will have some peppers, Mike, and then, of course, there's the big football college scandal out in Colorado, where one coach. Yes, everybody, please hit the like button as you come in. Where one coach was talking about the other coach's mama and whatever. It's just a controversy. Just something something always going on. I love peppers too, Mike. I put and so does Auntie Joanne and Uncle Roscoe. They put cayenne pepper literally on everything they eat. They don't use black pepper. When I'm there, I do that. I use cayenne pepper now. I have some cayenne pepper in a box to send with my stuff ahead of time for my big trip out there. Hello, Cassandra's South Fulton Garden. Thank you for coming, everyone. So I am going to try to pull the chat up. A Yankee sister called me this week and left me a message. She was trying to get a recipe for something, but I didn't see her question in the chat. I don't see, and I'm curious. I don't know if it's going to show up. I think I programmed Nightbot so that you guys could drop your link. If not, it'll be next time. But I promised you he won't be spamming for all caps or a lot of emojis. Not that anybody's doing that. Just out of curiosity, can you guys type hashtag GQUAT in the chat? I want to see if it drops your link. If it doesn't, I'll work on that next time because I did it all by myself like a big girl. Took me hours to do what I could have done in 5 minutes if I'd asked someone, but I like trying to do things my own self. I still haven't gotten the notification that I'm live on the phone. I see all the football things coming up that I'm not programmed for. Okay, garden, quilt, and art traditions again. So let's get started anyway, because, okay, let me see if I click on live. It's not showing me live all. Oh well, moving right along. Thank you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I what we're going to do today, Crafty Leo, hello. Your hands are so full. Good, good, good for you. My hands will be full once I get some. I guess it's not going, Cassandra, the hashtag GQUAT. Well, I'll get it programmed from next time. At least all the emojis aren't blowing up. I got that fixed. So I just have to figure out how to do that. Maria Graham even put GQuat Traditions. That didn't drop it. Okay, I have something else to work on for Thursday. Meanwhile, moving right along, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make paper beads and fabric beads. Before I do that, because of course we're working on the denim series. I guess I guess it's not working, Cassandra, you guys, but I'm learning new skills my own self, and I will have that fixed by next time because that's the only reason I added Nightbot, so that no, Nightbot's not on strike, Mike. Trust me, I put him on a timeout so that he doesn't spam when you guys use all caps, because some people's names are all cap. Like, see where Cheryl Faulkner put the GQuat Traditions in all caps? He would have been fighting her by now, fighting her by now. And then afterwards, I checked, and he had put April pieces of April on a 10-minute timeout. A veggie farm. I apologize to you guys. And if anybody's here for the replay, thank you for coming. And don't forget to leave a comment so that I will know that you were here, because otherwise I would not. And those, I want to tell you that I appreciate each and every one of you. Those of you who are in the bushes, I know that there are a lot of people in the bushes. You thought you might have had too many commands too close together, gave it another try. No, it was me. I have it programmed so that shouldn't work. And I'm going to program it so that it can take 5 commands in between. She knows what that means because it's part of the programming. But I'm moving right along. And I just want to say that not today, we're making beads. Nikki and Hands in the Dirt are coming on the chat later on. And I don't know who else. Maybe Gina and TT will be canning. But we're going to be making totes on the 4th Saturday of every month. This is just some chit chat on the Create and Chat. On the 4th Saturday, Nikki and Stacy, don't come on directly in back of me. So that will be one of the long sessions. You guys got me the other night. Oh, Auntie, we want to see more fabric, more fabric. We went 2 hours. That was almost my, it was almost my biggest, longest one forever. Hey, Tracy, passionately intrigued art. So, what we will be doing is I'm going to make a tote out of old jeans. I saw um, Campbell's Creations. I saw Miss Ellen. Now I'm finally getting a message that my channel is live. So now maybe I can bring it up. I know Georgia's and South Carolina are still playing. I don't know who's ahead. So now I can see the chat and I see that 12 people are watching. I hope that I have 12 thumbs up. Yep, TT's Urban Pantry tonight. She is, passionately intrigued arts, spamming. What does she do? I thought I turned that off. I thought I turned that off. I think maybe he's doing the emoji thing. Hey, unbiased Rachel, thank you for coming. Oh, before you leave, Rachel, I took something out just for you because speaking of the bags, the tote bags, the overnight hobo bags, this is what I originally bought. It's double sided quilted fabric. It's one of my favorites. I used to buy it by the bolt, but not anymore. I bought enough to make one project, and I already have some of the handles made with this and the complementary material for the handles and the trim. But this is what it looks like on one side. This is what it looks like on the other side. Maria Graham, that's what I made your birthday bag out of. Some of this. And I used to buy like all colors. I probably have a few scraps. Not anymore. This is what the double-sided fabric looks like in like a khaki color. I was just going to make a regular tote with this, and this is an applique patch that I made. And this you can make with just a straight sewing machine or by hand. You cut these little pieces of flower petals out and you just sew around the edges. Then I put a little piece in the center and some bogus French knots. They're not real French knots, but they might they might uh, they look like something in the petal. Tisk, Nightbot, behave. So I will have to figure out what he's complaining about. I won't be able to find out in the live stream, but I apologize to anybody he insults. I will be making my hobo bag out of these jeans. Out of these jeans. Mine are already cut up. I have mostly squares in different color jean squares, so it's going to make it scrappy. I'm going to try to have them sewn together by Thursday. And if you're going to make your own fabric, thank you. Hola, Yankee Sister Homestead. Thank you for coming. And it didn't spam you, so I did get that part corrected with the all caps. So that part is straight. But just so that you know, if you want to make a hobo bag, the materials you will need is 1 1/2 yards of heavy fabric for the outside, 2 yards for the binding and pockets, one very large button for the outside front, and 4 very small pocket buttons. Those go on the pockets. It's kind of a trim. And when you sew your fabrics together, just so that you know, you will cut the outside or sew the jeans together until you get a patch that's 22 inches by, I'm going to make mine 44 inches wide because to get that extra little bit. And we will be cutting pockets out of the 2-yard piece of fabric that will be 16 1/2 inches by 32 1/2 inches. And then we will also be cutting for some handles. Okay, but don't worry, we'll be going over that Thursday and get started. What some of the things, just so that you know, those of you who are collecting the denim for upcycling, as you see, when I duck my big head out of the way, is a painting that I made, or I guess you could call it a drawing, because it's made out of oil pastels and some India ink that I threw over the canvas. And it's actually my favorite jean jacket. I still own it. And down under the bottom over there is a patch in leopard print, because by me putting my jeans in the pocket, my keys in my jeans pocket so many times, it had worn a hole under there. So Yankee Sister is able to say hello to everybody. So some of the things we'll be making out of old denim, so keep collecting your denim, are, and they will be high fashion, changing old denim. You can call them blue jeans. Might not be jeans. They might be jackets like Rachel did. She upcycled a beautiful vest. I made a beautiful apron. So that's why I call it denim, not blue jeans. But we're going to be making earrings, key fobs, postcards. Mike's Chaotic Gardening actually got a postcard made out of the same dress. It was a big dress, of course, because it fit a full-size woman, and it was down to the ground, and it was loose fitting. Fabric beads, jackets, and shirts. Some of you saw the shirt that I cut up and put strips on, and weekender bags, something for everyone, old jeans to high fashion. So let's go on to how to make fabric beads. Let me turn this light on. Nah, that's too much reflection. So the basic things that you will need, this is actually a drying tray that's handmade. At the end of the session on Thursday night, I made these so that when we're making beads, to put them on to glue. And I actually made this little piece of styrofoam, 4 across and 6 down. Then I just stuck one more. Why? Because, there's a method to all my madnesses, and they don't have to be straight. In fact, they're better if they're not straight, because whatever's drying won't be sitting flat against it. And I put one extra one somewhere, over here in the bottom, because when I put beads on here, when I'm making them, I will know that I have 25 beads on here. Why? Because this little drying tray that I DIY'd will hold 25 beads. Some of the other things you will need will be scissors. Those of you who have that kit from Walmart, that's perfect. It has everything you need in it. I have different size scissors. I have bigger scissors over here. I have, you can, one thing, this is a kind of a little messy project. I have a sponge that's wet on in this little bowl, so that I can wash the glue off of my hands. I have toothpicks. This is one of the things you can use to roll the beads up if you want small beads, and like for earrings or something like that, lightweight, you can use toothpicks. And there are many ways to make, many ways to make paper beads and fabric beads. Everybody will be having their own way. There are other videos, lots of videos out there. I'm just showing you some ways, and some of the ways that I will be using that are convenient for me. These are straws. Some people don't use plastic straws. They use paper straws. I get it. I know about the environment, but this is what I have on hand from a giant box from Costco, from wherever I go. I have several kinds of glue. I have tacky glue. Why? Because it was already here. They have, this is what I was telling you guys about Mod Podge. This is a kind of a sealant. Lorraine likes this little leopard scarf. Thank you, Lorraine. I like scarves. And so this is a Mod Podge that's for fabric. And you can use it for tissue and papers. I use this on my glue. I mean, my glue, my beads. Okay, some of the things, there's something called boho beads. Boho beads is an abbreviation for bohemian beads, and they're kind of wild. Exactly, Tracy, use what you have. So I'm using stuff that I have on hand. I did buy the fabric Mod Podge just so that I could show you guys. This is some real thin 1/4 inch ribbon that I'm going to use to decorate the hobo beads. I mean boho beads, bohemian beads. This is just some black ribbon, satin ribbon, because you can actually string the beads through here to make bracelets. As far as glue is concerned, you can use a glue stick, you can use Elmer's glue, you can use Aleene's Fabric Fusion. This is the same as Fabric Tack. Hello, Ted, the educated natural. How are you doing, Kim? You can use this, whatever you have. I even have out this little wood glue. It's a super glue. It's probably super cheap because it's from the $1.25 store. But the reason I took it out is because I wanted you to see. You can show your method of doing them too, because everybody does them different. Everybody uses different equipment. I didn't take out my beading tote, you guys. Why? Because I'm still putting the fabric in the other tote that I was throwing all over the place the other night. Oh, Mike, you're buffering? I don't know why. Hello, David. Welcome and thank you for coming. This is beading elastic. You can thread your beads on here, and a lot of men wear the big men beads and men bracelets, so you can make these. Thursday I will take out the beading wire and all the little pliers that I use for that, but there's enough stuff out to get started. I have some cowrie shells that we can put onto the beads, and I have pre-cut some fabrics, different size strips. This is just some black watermark batik. What would you do with fabric beads? What will you do with paper beads? Just what Passionately Intrigued Arts Tracy said. Use them for jewelry, earrings. You can use them to decorate key fobs that you've already made. This is one that I already made, and you see where the flowers are. You could do something like put the beads on here. You can do whatever you want. You could just put the paper, because the paper and fabric beads will be waterproof. These are some of the key rings that I bought for the key fobs and keychains. I do make a lot of these and send them out. So I usually buy them 100 at a time. You can get them on Amazon, and these are heavier, much heavier than the ones you buy usually at the craft store. They're super heavy. I hate the key fobs that you get and you put your key on and then they open up on you and then keys slide off. As a matter of fact, I must have had some of mine on one like that because I was looking for my, all those little things for the all the different buyers clubs and all the stores. I can't find mine. I had all of them on a ring, and which I put on a lanyard. I can't find them. I can still put the phone number in some of them. So you see, part of Nightbot is fixed. One of them, especially for you, David Corey, for Yankee Sister, because the all caps you didn't get time out. I got that fixed. So some of the other fabrics I have cut for the beads tonight. This was a piece of the denim left over from the dress. I have other strips randomly cut of denim, and just for giggles and kicks, because one of the fun things to make earrings paper beads out of is cardstock. So what did I do? I cut up some of my old business cards. They're still current, but I just like the color, this tan color. So I'm going to roll these up. And for the boho beads, oh, sometimes I use these clips to hold them together, but now I've got them all apart because some I will be putting together. I have some of this is actually quilting yarn to decorate some of the beads and tie them around. Different colors. I have some purple, I mean, some peach to decorate them. So, without further, oh, and one thing, this is a paper beading tool. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy sets of them. They come in different diameters. I don't know what this one is. I forgot it. I've had it for a while. Hey, Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. Thank you for coming and welcome. You will like this, Nikki. You and your daughter will probably like to make some paper and fabric beads. So what I did is I did cut up some magazines. When I was in the grocery store this morning getting some sugar-free candy for my mom, they had, the books in the front, the magazines with all the coupons in it. So I took a couple of those so I could cut up the covers for the paper beads, because these will make nice, whoops, have to drop something, nice little paper beads. And fabric slide, fabric slide. So let's start beading. Oh, actually, I have a couple more scraps in a bag. You know how hey Sassy, thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Sassy, you'll like this. You're a crafter. I Once I iron fabric, I don't re-iron it again. Even tiny pieces. These are called crumbs. Look at this. This piece is already ready to be rolled up into a bead. It's a perfect size. But I have a couple pieces of leopard that I can roll up, some red for Georgia's playing tonight. So you can make whatever you want. So from now until we leave, these are all the little doodads I wanted to show you. So let's get to rolling up some beads. So because paper is supposed, oh, that jean jacket that I made, that jean shirt that I remade, a piece of the batik was already cut. So this is the right side with the gold in it, and this is the side. You can use the back, you can use either side. That's what I love about batiks. You can use either side. So welcome to the GQUAT family reunion bus, where good friends become family, and family is everything. Sassy, I saw you watering your garden today. I saw you. So, what I'm going to do is start by putting a piece of paper in here. Why? Because paper is easier to start with. And I'm looking for, I'm always looking for something, right? I'm looking for the cards that I cut up. I have so much stuff up here, but I will start then with a piece of magazine, a piece of magazine, and I will see how many will fit in this little slot. This will be a rather wide bead and tapered. So you see this little hole? I'm going to get the edges straight and see how many will fit in here. Okay. Uh-oh, David Corey. Nightbot said stop. Oh, David Corey, you can use all caps, but not a lot of symbols right now. You're going to have you laughing about the bugs in your garden. Okay. So, sorry about that. I will get Nightbot under control, you guys. I just added him the other night and he's still spanking on my behind. So, we're going to start here and I'm going to start rolling this bead. This one is actually going to be tapered. So, some people glue it in the beginning, some people glue it in the end. Just because it's such a messy process, I'm going to glue it on the end. So I'm rolling, and you put some resistance on the bead as you're rolling. Rolling, rolling, and I'm trying to keep it, I'm going to hold it down, down a minute. Hi, Casings55. We're making paper and fabric beads. I'm holding it down so that you can see me. It's tapered, so I wanted you to see where it's actually going in on the edge there. If I hold it up, I can't see if I'm putting it on straight. So I'm just going to keep rolling. Whoops. It will slip. My fingers are dry. So, and you can make them any size bead, any width, anything that you want. So I'm getting down towards the end. This one is actually rolling evenly. So now that I've gotten down to about this far, I'm going to take actually the fabric glue. This is the first time I'm using this one because I bought it just so that I could show you guys. Accidentally fell in my Amazon cart. So I'm putting a small opening in it. And I have this paper plate down so that I don't get glue all over. And this is a clear glue. So when it gets on the bead, even if it's accidentally, by me fighting with it, I got the tip, they're not even. So that's why I put the glue on at the end, because if it was already glued, it would be a mess trying to get them back even again. So I'm putting it down, trying to even them. La 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 la, it's coming along, coming along, coming along. And this tacky fabric glue is really doing a good job because it's actually glued already. So excited to show you guys. So now I'm just putting a little of the glue on the outside of it, just because I want to. You guys don't have to, but I want to make sure that the edges are caught with the glue because I didn't put it down in the beginning. So there's one paper bead. Isn't it pretty? Yes, it is, Lorraine T. This is a piece of the Stop and Shop magazine that they have in the front of the store where it tells you what's on sale that week in the store. ShopRite, all the stores have them. Well, I accidentally borrowed three of the handouts because I wanted to cut it up just to show you guys. Okay, so I have my handy dandy little sponge here, and I'm going to wipe my hands off, and then I'm going to pull. Hope it doesn't stick to this tissue. Uh-oh. Look at this, you guys. How cute. How cute is that? How cute is that? Does this look like, does this, you guys, look like a piece of, I don't know what I had over there. Oh, I did something with the brand, knock the comments out. There you guys are. So, David Corey, I'm so crafty. I don't know if you mean crafty with my hands or crafty me with my brain. So, this one is going to dry on what? Waste not, want not, David Crop. I've had good times in my life and I've had some struggle times in my life. I learned how to live on what I have. And then, you know what? Once you live on on a budget, off grid, using what you have, when you get money again, you don't even want to spend it. You don't want to spend it. You just hold on to it. And that's how the rich get richer. I lived in an area one time where was all these people in the neighborhood that didn't even look like me, and they had so much money. All these old people would come out. They would have, and my sister will tell you because she grew up there too, they would have mismatch, maybe a plaid top on or plaid pants, pajama pants, and a Hawaiian shirt, whatever they wanted. Hey, Darth X, get some more paper flyers so we can make paper mache. We can do that too. We can make masks. I love making masks out of paper strips. Would you like to come up, Darth X? And I'll put a link up one day, Tracy, so that you can make some live. So look at that, you guys. That's just one bead already. So now let's, just because I know that it's going to be messier and more difficult. Well, maybe I'll make a piece of this. Why? Because it's so pretty. Passionately, I was just saying I missed your live, but I was citing, oh, cutting hair. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry I missed you too. Um Tracy, I was trying to get it set up for this, you know. Uh try to get my hair combed or unsprung, stuff like that. Put my lips on for you guys. I try to fix myself up. So I'm going to use this. I'm actually going to make a bead on each side. I don't know how long I'm going to make it. So let's see how much of this fits on there. The reason I started with the paper beads is because all of you don't sew. Oh, Tracy said she'll come up one day. Okay, thank you. We will, hmm, maybe next Saturday if you're not busy. It's okay, Auntie. So I'm going to see how much. And this little tool, I don't know. I probably have some in my tote. Uh, you know what's in my old arts and craft tote? The tote that I have, David, you'll come up with me too. Okay, have your straw hat on and have your overalls on because you don't have an apron. That's why I made an apron, you guys, and I made it kind of rustic the with the grommets on it because I don't have an overalls anymore. Don't intend to get any anymore unless I find some in a thrift shop. And this is a smaller pack of grommets that accidentally fell in my Amazon cart because I got these, number one, because when I had the hammer hitting the big, oh, Sassy, I'd love to have you come up. Oh, my family. Sissy Joanne Stevens, I'm waiting for your amen in here about coming up. All of you guys, Lorraine T, Yankee Sister, Yankee Sister, all you got time. I'll be on in a few more minutes. You can just pull up in the parking lot and let me buzz you in. But what I like about these grommas, they have the brass ones and the aluminum ones. So I'm going to put these on the apron, but when I was hitting the big ones, I didn't have that special thingy, the tool, and the one that they had on sale, unless I can find one in my old arts and crafts stuff. Unless I can do that, I'm not buying all that stuff. I'm not. Because that's what I use. Like when you guys give me cash apps, let me put the cash app up. I buy things so that I can show them to you guys. I don't I don't need any more arts and crafts, but I do it so that I can show you guys. Maybe I could get the banner going. Maybe not. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna stop. This is my last time. Scroll across the bottom ticker. Okay. Is it going? Oh, you're just gonna act up between Nightbot and everything. So anyway, with this pack, it has the tool in it. So I won't be banging them all up. I won't be banging them all up. And this pack was about $10 on Amazon, and it has, I think, 10 sets of the silver and 10 sets of the brass. So whatever your pleasure is, you say whatever you like, it'll give you what you like. Can't nobody help what they like. I have Garama tools, Tracy, but since I downsized from a 1,500 square foot, you wait till you get through with those farmers, they'll then come up. Okay, I downsized, so I had to. So my sister will tell you that house was sold with closets full of clothes, shoes, everything, jackets, other stuff, things that I wasn't using, things that I can't fit in this apartment. So they have to go. But smaller, and I had a whole garage full. I could have built a house out of what was in my garage. Okay. I had riding lawnmowers that my family didn't even know I have. A funny story, my daughter called animal control to help her get the animals together, and the lady said, "What you going to do about Miss Panky's chickens?" My daughter's like, "What? My mother has chickens? Where are they?" I lived on 4 acres, but at one time I used to lease 21 additional, like for 25 acres. I had stuff everywhere, everywhere. I had stuff on other people's property, like cows and goats, because I couldn't eat them if I I was on. Who you calling, David? I don't know who David was called. Oh, calling on some farmers. I'm a farmer, and as a matter of fact, we'll get back to rolling more beads because you guys see the general idea. One of my farmer friends, who obviously has much more food than me, dropped these off on my door today when I was taking a nap. Because was I taking a nap? I was at 3 o'clock trying to program Nightbot by myself. Whomever is listening, Farmer David. Okay, say 4 and 7 years ago. So I'm gonna cut a piece of this too in a minute, in a minute, in a minute. So let's keep merrily rolling along. And as I was saying, for those of you who just came in the room, you can roll on straws. You saw me with the tool. Don't buy a tool. Let's see how Auntie Ellen does rolling up on. I will actually dampen my finger a little bit and try to roll up a piece of this denim. And I'm going to put it down here. I think I will actually put a little bit of, I know you didn't dry up already. I just opened it. Oh, there it comes. So I'm going to put a little dab, try to move my hand, a little dab across the top because this denim is heavier and I'm not going to be sliding it off the tool. So I'm going to take the straw. I didn't put any on the first beginning, and I'm going to go down a little way. Why? Because we are upcycling denim. And I'm rolling, 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 rolling. Looks like he needs some more glue. So I'm going to use my finger to smush it down and turn my hand sideways so that you can see me rolling. Why? Because I have an idea for this one. I don't know how many twists and turns, but I think I'm going to roll it all the way to the end because I want it to be a fat bead. A fat bead because I'm so excited. I don't think it's going to be too heavy. If it's too heavy, I will just have to give it away in a giveaway, right, you guys? But I'm going to try to model it for you. I'm putting it against this paper plate because the paper plate is covered with plastic, and I can see that I'm rolling it evenly so that it's tapered sort of on both ends. I could have made a sharper taper down here, and I think I will, but guess what? It's my art. I'll do it now. Well, these scissors aren't very sharp. Okay, not for this denim, so I will cut these strings off, but that's why I have the Mod Podge. So I will just keep rolling because obviously I'm making a little mess. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Gigi's Naturals. How are you doing? So we're rolling beads. This one happens to be a denim one, but I will show you guys the idea that I have. But now that you guys see all the things that you need, I'm going to put more of this clear glue. And again, you can use Elmer's glue, you can use a glue stick, you can use a toothpick, you can use whatever you want. But there's a method to my madness. Don't tell anybody I'm using my good scissors for this, but these are already, what I'm doing is cutting the actual straw and I don't have to take it off. And I will trim it. I will trim it on the ends. The glue sticking to my hands is causing it to ravel. I started to use the pinking shears or the pinking, what do you call it? The pinking rotary cutter. Okay. So this needs more glue. I think I'll put some on the outside and smear it all around along the edges. Why? Because I don't have to take the plastic out of this one. So that's why I used a plastic straw. See this? I can tie it straight through there. But the idea I have for this earring after it dries is to take, this is Auntie Ellen's new design, and put, see how my earrings are here? Put a cowrie shell either on the top or the bottom or both, and I wanted it to have a big base. Now, let's try this. I'm cleaning off this. I did cut this with a rotary cutter, but I have the rotary cutter with I have different blades like the pinking shear blade that will do the same thing. I didn't take it out. This would make a cute earring, just like this is what gave me the idea, because the top of, where's my ear? The top of this earring kind of looked like animal printy, but I figured I could roll some of this up and put cowrie shells on it. Okay, so I have another one. So this, I'm going to let this glue dry on what? For those of you who came in the room, I made this homemade bead tray, bead drying tray, out of toothpicks stuck in a piece of styrofoam. Auntie Ellen, you ready to send my postcard? Okay, I will send it to you. I will email it. Ellen Campbell, your ears must be burning, ma'am. I saw you in the store buying those old jeans. I saw them on the bottom rack when you were in that secondhand store. You guys, she's out loading up her denim for, I hope she's making the hobo bag. Auntie Joanne has one of my hobo bags from, I want to say, 10 years ago. Uncle Roscoe has a duffel bag that I made out of the double quilted fabric. Use whatever you like. Now that gardening season is ending, you want to be able to make crafts. I have something to keep me active. Yes, and you don't even have to be as messy as me. But see all those little strings that were out? When I put my fabric Mod Podge on it, they'll be shiny and look like glass. So this accidentally fell into my Amazon cart, Tracy. I saw you and Unbiased Rachel buying stuff, buying stuff. Now, what I would do with these is some of the bigger, oh, the glue stick. Maybe I'll use that just for demonstration. Or I can roll up a bead from the Stop and Shop cart. Maybe I'll make another one. Maybe I'll make it with two I saw you. I saw you. I see you guys. I always give the thumbs up. I was watching on TV, but the paper ones are really quick. I was watching on TV. I didn't have a chance to go back and leave a message. David Corey saw a couple of yours. I saw Sassy's. I always give the thumbs up, but I didn't get back yet to leave a message. So this is a paper bead that we're making. This is just a piece of magazine strip that I cut, and you can cut it any width you want. Any width you want. I've got my handy dandy sponge here because my fingers are full of glue from the other one, and I just wanted to get you guys started. So if you buy these tools, you can use a straw to roll your beads. You can use a toothpick to roll your beads. Oh, Campbell's. What are they mad? Oh, Miss Ellen, they don't like the four emojis. I'm going to get that fixed and take that off. But that I'm working on. I'm working on myself. I'm a work in progress, you guys. So I'm putting the edges of this. I'm going to roll two at a time in this little slot, and I'm pushing it up against the box. So at least Nightbot gave a warning this time. He didn't just put people in a timeout. So I think you can put 3 emojis, but not 4. So I'm going to hold these strips together. Don't look at my manicure, you guys. So of course it's not sticking because it's sticking to the glue in on my fingers. How about I put one more strip on it and make it wider? You can do whatever you want. So, of course, I dropped one. But since this one is tapered, actually, yes. So these two are straight. This one is tapered. So I'll put that one on the top. Because, why? Because we're just doing stuff. This tool, Maria Graham, is called a paper bead rolling tool. A paper bead rolling tool. And they come in different sizes. You can get a whole pack. You don't need a whole pack. I think the whole pack is $35. Oh, and I'm going to bend this down a little bit. Sometimes the magazine pages are hard. And what I'm doing, I can't see that well at night. It's getting like dark over there. I guess I should have turned on more lights. You guys, the times they are a changing. So I'm rolling it up. Rolling it up. I should have pushed it down further. How about this? And I'm putting a little bit of resistance on it. And I'm turning it on the side that I can see. And I'm rolling, rolling. I'm holding this hand tight. Nope, something is out. So guess what? Bye, Felicia. I'm just going to roll with these two that are the same size because that wasn't working. So I will keep rolling this bead. And I'm not going to glue him until I get to the end. Some people glue on the way up. I don't, because if they don't line up, like this one didn't line up, you have a hard time getting them back on there straight. What you can use to decorate the beads, you can use smaller beads, glue them on there. I'm going to take some of these ribbons that you saw me cut before, and I'm going to take the ribbons and see this end. They're not even. That's okay. I'm just going to keep rolling, rolling. And I'm going to get some of the glue, this clear glue, and squeeze it out. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. It's going to come past the edge. I'm trying to show you guys where it comes past the edge. That's okay because I want to bring it around and catch the loose pieces. I'm actually going to put some more glue on the outside of the roll. And again, you can use Elmer's glue. Use whatever you have. Use whatever you have. So you see this one is smoothed down. And I'm going to pull him off. And that's just a pretty little blue bead to break up. I can make a bracelet. What do you do with beads? You can use them to decorate decorate journal covers. This is a journal cover going out tomorrow. Maria Graham already has her birthday present to one of my neighbor's sister friends. This will be, she's a writer. This will be her journal, but she's going out of town for the weekend. So she will get it on Monday when she gets back. She's actually also, what happened there? Just hold on, you guys. Cancel. My finger bumped something. And I will have it ready by Monday. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video out if you like it. Thank you for coming. Do what you love what you do. Ego amote. Oh, go over to Stacy Hands in the Dirt and Nikki, the chat. They're on at 7. Love you guys. Stay safe, family.